tell me in that first session of mine that I was going to write a book, and she saw it and she described the color of it and all this stuff. It's going to be a sort of journal-like book with PJ. He's going to write it with me. And at the time, I never thought about writing a book, and I thought, so far from my mind that, and then, so I've heard about this book for 14 years, and I would always, it would get brought up time to time, different mediums I've gone to, and I'm like, well, how is it going to get written now? Because, if it's going to be channeled through me, I'm waiting. So I never really gave it the space. But I did write right after this, I should say. And it was a book, but it wasn't finished. I don't know what I would call it. I journaled. My mom typed it up. And so all this stuff was done. So I do have that. But I don't know if I would call it a book. I'm not sure because I haven't even reread it. PJ was with me, and I was just recalling the events. And anyways, so when I looked back at Facebook messages from him just to find anything and everything that he ever said to me.
This was after he passed.
After he passed. So then I would look at our messages. And what I noticed right away was at 6:13 a.m., and I have pictures of all of this because I always get proof and I want to show people. At 6:13 a.m., PJ came up with this amazing idea, and it was, Carol, we should write a book. And I was like, what? And because I was reading all his messages, and we should write a book from the morning of your stroke, everything that happened. Dad could have a chapter. Our sisters could have a chapter. Your friends could have a chapter. My brother could have a chapter. PJ came up with this. It would be from everyone's perception, actually, what they went through, and it sounded so cool because it's everyone everyone experienced something different during this time.
Yeah.
And it meant something different to everyone that was involved. And so anyway, the point of that story was it was at 6:13 a.m. and it clicked in that moment. I was rereading my messages. I'm like, oh my God, this is the day he passed. This was all written before it happened. So it just had me believing more in the divine timing and the paths that we all have